When you are physically weak, the world feels like it is moving without you. You sit on the bench and watch others running, lifting, and pushing their limits. While that level of capability feels like a closed door, your frame feels fragile. Even a single flight of stairs becomes a hurdle that leaves your heart racing and your legs heavy. 3,000 years ago, Spartan boys began their training at age 7. Their society didn't wait to see who was born with natural muscle. They treated physical power as a manufactured skill that had to be built from the ground up. This shift in perspective reveals that strength isn't a biological gift you wait to receive. It is the cumulative result of a single, repeated choice to begin. Day 1 happens in the quiet. There is no crowd, no one to cheer. It is just you, the ground, and the choice to move. The Spartans called this first stage of training the agoge. It was a systematic process designed to strip away comfort and replace it with resilience. Take the push-up. It is a fundamental load-bearing movement that coordinates the chest, the anterior shoulders, and the triceps to move the body's entire mass against gravity. But on the first day, the exercise is more than a muscle builder. When your arms shake and your nervous system panics, you are training your mind to ignore the command to quit. You don't need to be strong to start. You only need to be willing to do the work while you are still weak. These specific movements function as ancient survival technologies, recorded in the muscle and sweat of those who came before. Viking warriors forged their bodies using the cold and the earth. Without modern equipment, they relied on their own body weight to turn themselves into weapons of endurance. Squats owe the structural foundation of the legs, ensuring they won't give out during a long march or a sustained struggle. Dead hangs develop the forearm endurance and grip strength required to hold on to a lifeline or a tool long after the rest of the body is exhausted. Burpees drive the cardiovascular system to its limit, while shadow strikes sharpen the focus and reflexes needed to react under pressure. By executing these reps, you are following a lineage of physical preparation used by every culture that valued survival. By day 9, the initial excitement is gone. Your grip gives out, your arms fail, and you drop to the floor, unable to move. This is the reality of the grind. Your body hits its limit, the fatigue sets in, and every instinct tells you to stop. Even Miyamoto Musashi, Japan's most legendary swordsman, started from a position of total defeat. At 13, he was thrown into the dirt by an opponent twice his size. He didn't quit. He went home and refined his training until his technique was unshakable. Physical failure isn't a sign to stop. It is the biological signal that your body needs to adapt and grow stronger for the next session. Between day 14 and day 30, the friction of the workout starts to fade. The exercises that used to be a struggle become a baseline. This shows progressive overload. Every time you stress the muscle, it repairs itself slightly thicker and more efficiently. You see the results on day 14 when squats stop burning, and by day 21 when you hold a dead hang for 30 seconds without dropping. Ryu stands differently now. His posture is upright, his movements are controlled, and his frame feels grounded. Every repetition was a hammer strike on an anvil. You are not a static object. You are the metal being shaped by the heat of the work. Back at the park bench, Ryu is no longer just a spectator. He is moving with purpose while others watch him pass by. The 30 days didn't change who he was. The disciplines simply stripped away the physical limitations that were keeping him on the bench. This is your starting routine: 10 push-ups, 15 squats, a 20-second dead hang, 10 burpees, 30 shadow strikes. Starting weak is expected. Finishing strong is the only requirement. Your day 1 begins now.